3 months. My guess is that they're going to go to they're going. The rumor is that PlayStation Now and Plus are going to be together. So if you're in as a Plus, I don't know what that means. Do you just transition into having Now as well? Because PlayStation Now also you get 3 games a month, about 3 to 5. So in that case, if it was true that that was going to happen, according to the rumors, then you would be paying about 50 cents, 40 to 50 cents per game on this service. Plus you get the service too, right?
Yeah.
About 50 cents, you really need the other parts, but um so you don't know what you're getting, but it's 83 cents. You're going to get at least, you know, like last year, you got one PS5 game and 2 PS4 games every month. And most of the PS5 games were crossover PS4 games.
Yep.
So, cross.
There hasn't actually been a true exclusive yet.
I thought Destruction All Stars was PS5 only.
I thought Destruction All Stars died before they gave it out for free.
I played it. It was worth 83 cents, I'll tell you that.
Okay.
It's really hard for a game to not be worth 83 cents, even if you only boot it up and play it for like 20 minutes. Which I think I played at Destruction All Stars for a little longer. Rumor is, though, Destruction All Stars going to get Twisted Metal DLC for free soon.
That okay.
Anyways, what other? Well, there's some other PS5 exclusives that they gave out for free, wasn't there? Maybe not. I think everything else was cross gen.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't remember really much of the games they gave out free. I know they gave out that one co-op game. The one that was like one was like a hacker, one was a spy.
yeah, I think that's cross gen though. I think you can play that. Why wouldn't you be able to play that on a PS4?
Yeah, I
It
know.
didn't have like amazing graphics or anything.
No, I don't think there was actually any true PS5 exclusives. Uh,
Even Godfall, by the time they gave it out, it's PS4 now.
true.
Yeah. So 83 cents. Like this beats all the sales they could possibly put on the store, I think. Other than like if they gave away something like I don't know, Final I don't know. What could they fucking all the games are cheap, relatively cheap at this point. Maybe Ratchet and Clank for like $10 or something would be a better deal than this, but pretty hard to come up with a better deal than 83 cents uh,
Yeah,
and $2.50 a month. I mean, since we're going to look back at 2021, let's look back at 2021 PS Plus. Just because this is kind of on the screen here, let's go back in time. Okay, let's take a trip. Greedfall. That game was not worth 83 cents. That was given away in January. But then you had also Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Maneater, um, which was only PS5 version of Maneater. So I guess they were kind of janky there because Maneater was on PS4. And then in February, it was Destruction All Stars Control Ultimate Edition and Concrete Genie, all of which, 83 cents would be fine. Maquette, Final Fantasy Remake, 7 Remake, and Remnant from the Ashes. Those are all pretty decent. Oddworld Soulstorm, Days Gone, and Zombie Army 4. Yep, they're all good. Wreckfest, Battlefield 5, Stranded Deep. Not bad for $2.50. Star Wars Squadrons, Virtual Fighter 5, and Operation Tango. That's the one you were talking about.
Okay.
Those were all worth it. Plague's Tale: Innocence, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and WWE 2K Battlegrounds, which was that one was not worth 83 cents. Boo. Hunters Arena Legends, Tennis World Tour 2, and Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. That's a pretty good game, actually. Overcooked All You Can Eat, which we played. That's PS5 only.
I mean, the bundle is a PS5 exclusive only, but you can play them on the other consoles.
You can, but they didn't give away they only gave away the bundle, so.
Yeah.
Hitman 2 and Predator Hunting Grounds. Okay, all worth it. Worth it. Hell Let Loose, Mortal Kombat X PGA Tour 2K21.
Hell Let Loose was
Yeah.
that first person shooter for World War II? If I remember right.
It's PvP only.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. PS5 only as well.
And
for that one.
Yeah, PGA Tour 2K21 is a game that I'm surprised even exists.
A golf game?
Exactly.
Why are you surprised it exists?
I have no idea why that golf video games even exist.
What?
I'm just shocked. I was honestly surprised. I didn't realize it was still out because I have heard no adverts for that, no rumblings about that. I mean, like, I hear about FIFA, I hear about the hockey game, the NHL, I hear about 2K, I hear about MLB The Show, and NASCAR. Like, I see adverts or some kind of mentions about them anywhere. I never hear any mentions for PGA Tour ever. I thought they stopped making this game like a couple years back.
I saw ads for it.
I never did. It was weird. Godfall Challenger Edition for December.
You've skipped November. First Class Trouble.
First Class Trouble.
Knockout City and Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning, and then a bunch of VR titles.
Yep.
And then we get to Godfall, Mortal Shell, and Lego DC.
Supervillains.
I mean, you could pick any one of those and say, was this worth 83 cents? And I would say yes. Even WWE 2K Battlegrounds, which is probably the worst game on this list. I mean, followed by Greedfall. But even those are worth 83 cents. Come on. Like if you saw Greedfall in a fucking bin for 83 cents, you know, you'd probably get it. You'd probably pick it up just cuz. So this is super good. I don't know the rumors about PS Plus and what's going to happen. It's like if you already have paid for a year or two maybe, cuz I bought I think 2 weeks ago this was $40 for a year.
Something like that. It was like that like almost a month ago.
So I already bought that one. So it's
Yeah.
like shit, if I buy this one, then I'm 2 years in, but this is the cheapest I've ever seen this. So I don't know what's going on here. It's kind of weird. But it's like if all the deals that are in the bin right now, it's like shit. You know you're gonna need Plus, so there's no point in not. And I have no idea what they're gonna do, how they're gonna change the service. But my guess is it's not gonna get worse. They're not gonna make it worse.
It's either gonna stay the same or it's like gonna change.
Yeah, it's not going to get worse. If they make it worse, there's going to be so many people pissed that, you know, Sony will just die like overnight. So there's no way.
God, I just hope they just don't go through another 2011 incident.
What happened in 2011?
That was their massive hack of their network.
Oh, yeah. Well, every network's been hacked or
Yeah, but I mean,
DDoS.
but I'm talking like PlayStation has been pretty good ever since then.
To your knowledge, I bet they've had some. I've seen the PlayStation Network go down before several times since, and I'm sure it's because they got attacked.
Oh yeah, they got
It,
DOS several times, dude. I know that, but I'm just saying, like, as long as no one gets a hold of the damn shit when they try transferring shit over to this new service model that they've been talking about or rumoring about, I should say.
yeah, they should let you. The credit card companies should really, because the only thing they could really get off of PSN, I think, would be if you saved your credit card information when you
Mhm.
made purchases.
Yeah.
And and the thing is, the credit card companies should start to wise up about that shit and have quick because there's a couple of things you can do with your credit to keep people out of it. You can freeze your credit and then and make it require a really painful shitload of steps to unfreeze. But like credit cards and shit like that, they don't really have that yet. So like they should come out with an online credit card where you can just like terminate it immediately. Um, but yeah, but I also remember coming out of that hack that PlayStation gave away a bunch of stuff. So, um, anyways, terms apply. Click for details. What? No, it's a 12-month membership. You can only buy one of them. That's the terms.
Yeah, it's not
Uh,
like you could spam like 20 of them
yeah. I mean, one per. It says one per
per
account.
account. Well,
Yeah. So if you have multiple accounts, I guess. But uh, yeah. So nothing really too good to brag about. I wouldn't even go to sales anyways, because like why
there's
buy something now? Now is not a good time to buy a game. I don't understand why. Okay, I think. I mean, roll with me here for a second. I don't think that like releasing a game in November used to be like, oh, your mom and dad or whatever go into a store and pull a physical copy of a
yeah.
game and buy it for you for like Christmas. I don't think that's a thing anymore. I don't think people go in the game
Yeah, not
stores.
since things been digital.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like that's really a thing anymore. And like maybe releasing, like pushing games to release in November should not be a thing anymore. Maybe after Christmas when everybody gets like gift cards from digital
I can
stores.
see early November, but anything after like the second week is just stupid because you got Black Friday coming up on the following week, and that you know for a fact on Black Friday that those new games that you want aren't going to be on sale if they just release like a week prior. So I mean, I feel like they're pushing away. I feel like some of the new months are like October ish, maybe August.
It seems like April is kind of the new like money month. I don't know.
Well, we got February coming up, and then isn't that when like Horizon's going out? It's in February.
Yeah. But I think major games, they try not to release on top of each other
Hmm.
as much as they can. So it's almost worth waiting a week or two just so you're not right on top of another game. But I know like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, like all the main titles would come out in November. Like it was just that was just the time. And I think that's kind of dying off. I think maybe the shooters, like all the shooters still are in that mode of release in November type shit. But most of the other games are like, we don't care. Uh continuing to look back at 2021, Uh, best games. We don't. I don't think we do a game of the year show for Hizzle Gaming. I think we'll just talk about what we think were our top games of 2021.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um, I know some other places were like dropping down their best games for Xbox and best games for PlayStation. So,
yeah. So I mean, we can drop just best games in general over 2021. Over the last year, there's really nothing coming out in the next 2 weeks, so there's no real point trying to say, oh, no, we're good. Uh, that there will be a game come out in the next 2 weeks. But then again, can PlayStation be shadow dropping shit now? I don't even know what the hell is going on anymore. Um, which we'll get into here in a second. But yeah, I think the year starts out, fucking It Takes Two. That was my game of the year from the time it launched,
to the
and
time
it
in.
held that title all the way through the entire year for me. It was super fun,
Oh yeah, it's
awesome.
it's one of the best games that ever came out of EA.
It's something EA did not deserve.
It's something EA really didn't have any handles on. It just sort of happened.
I don't think anybody can put handles on that
But
director.
it was a solid game. Like it got 9 out of 10 from like IGN, a 10 out of 10 from like it just got a lot of high scores. And then it held it, which is strange because this game dropped in March. Normally
Yeah,
games
it's
in
a long
March,
time ago.
yeah, March games tend to fade over time. But then again, 2021 didn't have like the best super AAA launches of the year, at least this year.
Nope, it did not.
There
I
was
was
no.
just saying it's a year of the 8 out of 10 game. So
Mhm.
in a year where every game gets eight, the game that gets nines is going to be game of the
Yep.
year.
Yeah, it was like Game Rant gave it a 5 out of 5. I don't even know what these things are. I'm just on their website, just looking on the website. And IGN, like I said, gave it a 9 out of 10. Game Informer gave it a 9.25 out of 10. Just call it a 9 out of 10, you dumbasses. uh, God is a Geek gave it a 10 out of 10. I've never heard of that. Have you ever heard of that group?
No.
Huh. Uh, so yeah.
And then as the year kind of went forwards, if I was to say, hey, what was the next game that was like, up there and it was like, it didn't pass It Takes Two, but it took my number two slot for a while, was Returnal. Returnal, uh, truly next gen. Like, I know you didn't play it, it's very hard.
I
And
knew
it
that
was
game was gonna be a rage inducer, so I just decided going against it for now.
Yeah, it's a set. It's been a $70 title. It was only on sale recently, and it's very hard to justify $70 for a game like that.
Mhm.
Um, but holy crap! Like, if you see it next year in the bargain bin, it's definitely unique, and it's definitely next gen as far as how it interacts with the controller and all that other shit.
Yep.
Yeah. And then going further into the year and then taking back over the number two slot for me was Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which again, maybe wait for the bargain bin. But it
Yeah, I'm
is
waiting for that game to go on sale. It's not a game that I'm in a rush to purchase. Like it looks fun, but it's not like I need to have it.
they,
Like
they, they,
when it was on sale, I was like, "Oh, this is very tempting," but then I was like, "I got other shit to buy. Don't really need this right now."
Yeah. And then probably on your list,
Lost Judgment 2.
Lost Judgment. Yeah. I haven't played that, but I knew that was probably on your list.
Oh yeah, that was like it was tied for like if Take Two did not have it, it's like in a sense like these two games were like the perfect games for me this year. It Takes Two and Lost Judgment. So, but Lost Judgment, it's stayed pretty much solid the whole time. Even when they announced the game back in March or April this year, because they announced the game like at the beginning of the year, and they're like, "We're dropping it in September, you sons of bitches." You're like, "Oh!" But yeah, that was a very solid game that kept my attention for a very long time because it's just the corniness of that studio. God,
Yep.
they had boxing in that game, dude.
And then, I think taking my number 4 spot for the year, like, which came out, near the end of summer, would be Kenna or
Yeah.
Kana. And that came out, and that's a pretty damn good game for a studio that, and it was only $40 too at launch, so pretty good for a studio's first attempt at a game.
Mhm.
And they did a good ass job with that game.
I don't know if I
Uh,
would put Outriders up on this really list, but I mean, it came out earlier this year, but it did not hold my attention for very long.
it had a lot of people played it, and then a lot of people stopped playing it.
It was like it had the hype factor, and then like within like a month, I want to say it died. It felt like.
Yeah, that game is pretty. I don't know how to say it. It's just it wasn't. mm, No, it wouldn't make it. I don't even think it would make it in my top 10 for the year. I mean, I would put a lot of shit above it that I've played even recently.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
I let's
because
see.
I didn't play Deathloop or RE Village, and I'm sure those are better than Outriders,
Oh, I guarantee you that's better than Outriders.
and I'm sure Hitman 3 is better than Outriders.
Hitman 3 is hilariously good.
So one of the weird things about this year, for me at least, is I didn't play any new released RPGs.
You
Everything I played was action adventure. I mean, well, It Takes Two is kind of an action adventure as
mhm.
well.
Well, you played
And
Yakuza like a dragon, and that's technically.
no, that came out last year
I know,
though.
but you got the PS5 version of the game, which came out in March of this year.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
but I didn't get it. I didn't get Yakuza on launch though. I
No,
think it was my point. I didn't get it. I didn't get any RPGs on launch.
I barely played
Uh,
any new games this year. Most of the games I
oh,
played are more than 10 years old.
sure.
So,
I
yeah.
think my fifth ranked game for the year would probably be um, Guardians of the Galaxy, and I mean that's not to discount like Forza. It's just that Forza really gave me the feeling of it's just Forza 4 in the
Mhm.
desert, and so and I did it
Yeah,
didn't
I can see Guardians being fifth because, yeah, Forza is a fun game. Forza is just a driver.
yeah, and Guardians was kind of a surprise. It was like, well, I mean, Kenna, Returnal, Guardians were all kind of surprises to me. They were all like, damn, these are like really good.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank wasn't a surprise, and well, but It Takes Two was. So like most of my top five are like super surprising, and then Ratchet is just a super solid game overall,
Okay.
and so is Forza. Like maybe Ratchet should be a little lower than three for me, but it should be closer between Forza and Ratchet because they're kind of like just copies, not really copies, but they're just iterations on the series and just better um, in general. But I will say this: if we're not talking about full games, I thoroughly enjoyed uh, three. I would say that the three games I replayed or got DLC and got what do you call them, director's cuts,
Okay.
were my most enjoyable games of the year, bar none. Because I'm like, okay, Final Fantasy VII Remake DLC came out this year, and that game is better than It Takes Two, like as a game. And then it just got DLC this year, and that was just a continuation of that awesome game, and it was like a ramped up continuation of that game. And then also Ghost of Tsushima, which is a better game than everything else that came out this year, also got DLC.
Yep.
And that was a continuation of that awesome game, which also added to the multiplayer, which I know there are people today that play that multiplayer every single day. And then Death Stranding
Yep.
got a director's cut, which I know a lot of people like kind of poo pooed a little bit. They're like, yeah, it's not really that. Nah, dude. The biggest feature of that game, of Death Stranding director's cut, is it lets you filter your contacts in the game to just be your friends list. So when you're playing the game and you see other people's
Shit.
structures, you see your friends' shit more often, which I know it doesn't seem like that makes a difference, but it does.
When
It's
you
like,
fucking troll me and you take my shit, which was only like 2 stops away, and then move it 20 stops away, is you're an asshole.
it's
uh,
really hard to troll in that game though, because it's like you could only really just build
no.
shit for the other person.
But you did it.
Yeah, you can figure out ways. Plus, they added ramps in the game, and they added.
Yeah, you're trying to kill me because I'm afraid to take anything that you put up that is either not a road. So if it's like a grappling hook or if it's a ramp, I'm staying away from your shit. Because those go off into doom.
But I think the major thing that was missing from that game was like I think Kojima was like he wants you to play with people you don't know,
hmm
but
You still end up playing
when
with people you know.
when they finally ended up saying, okay, now you can have contracts with, you can set up your contracts so that it's people you know, it changes that game quite a bit. And yeah, they added a whole bunch of other shit in there too, like the buddy bot and the ramps and all this other shit. It's just like, okay. And there was some DLC. There was like a couple of extra missions and stuff along the way, and some tie-ins to like uh, Horizon Zero Dawn and what was the other tie-in? They had a cyberpunk tie-in
hmm With their
and some other
shades
things.
and the arm.
Yeah. So there were some tie-ins that made the game a little bit more interesting.
Even though like the shades were cool, the arm was stupid. I just went back to the gloves because I was like, why would I just want one arm when I can have two?
And
um.
then, of course, you've been playing Halo. You've
Yep.
been playing Halo, so
Oh yeah.
and I know it's high on a lot of people's
It's
lists.
high on my list right now. I think I'm almost done with the campaign. I finished most of the side content already in the game that was available to do out in the open. It's just hunting down the little Spartan cores now, and then just going in and finishing the campaign. I'm pretty sure is where I'm at because
Sure.
it's about a 25 hour story. So not long, but not short either.
Sure.
Uh,
Yeah, and so there's a lot of game, a lot of like I said, above average titles, came out that any of those could end up, in your top five list. I mean, I know some people would be like, "Oh, I played a lot of Back for Blood," or I played a lot of Tales of Arise," or I know Psychonauts 2 was in a lot of lists. Even Far Cry 6,
as
you,
bad as Battlefield 2042 is,
uh,
it's actually up there in my list.
really,
And I think the
it's
reason
just.
is because it's the people I play with.
But you can say that about any game.
Yep. But I'm having real fun with it this year.
Yeah, I think that's bullshit. I'm sorry. I call bullshit on that. Because if yeah, if you're not going to sit if you won't sit down and play that game by yourself, then it's garbage. If you're not going to, I mean, not necessarily garbage. I said, look, that's strong language.
But these are the games that came back out this year, and this is one of the few games I've played that actually came out this year.
I'm just saying, if you're playing a game and the only reason you get on it is when there's other people, it's really not. It's up. It could be up there. I can understand. Uh, but
There's a lot of issues with that game, but I have fun with it with some of the stuff. But it would be like out of 10, since I don't even think I played like 10 brand new games this year. I think I played like 7 games. It would be 10.
but you played. But wait, you played Valheim, right?
Yeah,
You wouldn't put Valheim ahead of Battlefield. What
Valheim is
about
ahead of Battlefield. Valheim is like
what
ranked
about
6.
what about Mass Effect Legendary Edition?
Mass Effect is ranked 5th.
What about Riders Republic? I know you played that.
8.
You wouldn't put
Hmm.
that above Battlefield.
Yes, I said 8.
You would Guardians
Guardians is ranked like 3rd or 4th for me.
and Forza and Halo. I know you played those. Those are
Yep.
ahead of Battlefield, right?
Yep.
And you played Scarlet Nexus, didn't you?
Oh my god. But I never finished Scarlet Nexus, and that's an issue.
Or would you put it ahead of Battlefield?
Nah, probably not. I did not really enjoy my time in that game.
Oh, really?
It's like it's a good game, but when I think JRPG, I think it's more like Tales of Arise or
Did you play Tales?
yeah, I played Tales, but
Would you put would you put Tales ahead of?
yeah,
And you played Monster, not Monster Hunter. It Takes
yeah.
Two,
No,
and
I played Monster Nextrum back in February. That was the new one, Monster 9, and that game was horrible.
you played Far Cry 6.
Yeah, Far Cry 6 is in there. God, I guess I did play more than games. Yeah,
Did you play? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying,
there's a lot of,
I'm
I
not
guess
sure.
it's just games. It's like I know I played them, but don't think about. I think it's because I'm probably Battlefield just fresh in my head still.
Did you
That's what
play
I'm thinking.
12 minutes?
I did not really enjoy that. That is not in my top 10, even though
Okay,
I did play it.
gotcha.
It was not. It was like, here's the thing, and they got 3 big actors to play the roles, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got the girl from Star Wars that played Rey.
Mm-hmm.
They got uh the dude from the insurance commercials. I'm trying to remember his name. The bald guy.
Okay, but you
No, no,
play.
no, no, not him, not him. No, you got the guy that played Oh, what is his name? Oh, Spider-Man. Green Goblin.
Huh?
Yeah, who was that? Who was the name of that actor? His name is
It doesn't matter. They got
but
some actors,
yeah,
yeah.
but you can't really you only recognize one of the actor voices, right? William Dafoe. But you don't recognize the other two, and they sort of felt like not even half-assed. That game was it sort of debunked and desynced on me a lot, and it was just weird. It felt awkward.
Hitman 3, you played,
Yeah.
and Lost Judgment.
Yep. Lost Judgment is in my top 5. So, but yeah, I guess I did play some more games than I thought.
Yeah, there's a lot, and you played all the remasters, right? Well, you didn't get the Final Fantasy DLC. Shame on you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shame on all of you who played the original the base game and did not buy the DLC. Shame of you. Shame
So
on
no,
you.
shame on you for sitting down and going, I'm gonna start this up, and then like realize it's 7 a.m. You're like, oh fuck, I just did a sitting of this.
I played through the whole thing in one day.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
I didn't get the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC though. That came out this year, and I didn't pull that. I didn't. Yeah. Well, I'm just looking back, and I'm just like, yeah, there was a lot of pretty high quality, way above average games,
Yeah.
but nothing like stands out as like the greatest, um, things of all time. Um, I know a lot of people played Days Gone for the first time this year because it came out on PC,
Mhm.
and people were like, "Oh, it's actually good. I don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, "Motherfuckers."
I know some of the big streamers are now starting to finally play Takes Two.
Yeah, because they were like, "Oh, why is that good game of the year?" And then everybody's like, "Yeah, it deserved it." And then they're like, "Oh, maybe I need to play it." Biomutant came out this year, and that didn't go over well.
But they were having development issues even beforehand because that game was supposed to come out like a year ago, 2 years ago, and they changed their formula of that game so many times because it was initially going to be a single player story that got turned into a co-op story that's now back to a single player story.
Yeah,
Or at least some rumors about it being co-op came out. It's hard to say.
and that was the game I was super interested in, and then it just kind of died, and then I never bought it, never played it. Same thing with Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. I was like super interested in it, and then it just died, and I
What?
was like, nope.
I thought you saw the reviews or something like that, and then you decided to go against it.
Yeah. And but then there's one game I did play that I didn't buy that I really liked a lot, and that was the Olympic Tokyo Games. That was fun. That game was fun. I wouldn't put it in my top 10 or anything, but it was fun. Like, it was fun. I recommend people play it, just for like a weekend or something. Like, cool. Like, fun. I keep coming back. Like, Death's Door is one of those games where it's like, man, I wanted to play it, but I just didn't get to it. Yeah, Yeez 9, you said wasn't very good. I
I
never pulled.
actually even beat that game too.
You beat it.
Yeah, I was in that whole Yeez phase at the beginning of the year because of Yeez 8. Then I
Mm-hmm.
played Yeez what is it? Origins and another Yeez game,
Mm-hmm.
which I really enjoyed those games. I even played some Switch version of it, which was like the old school RPG. And then I tried Yeez 9, and it was just like, this is bad. But I finished it.
Yeah, I jumped into Orcs Must Die 3, and again, it wasn't. It, Orcs Must Die is a game that just for some reason has been getting perpetually worse because they try to add too much to it, and it just gets too much shit to manage when you're trying to, you know, you got like 8 different paths you have to like defend, and it's just I don't know, it's way too much. Tribes of Midgard is a game that again I was looking at, and then I was like, yeah, and I just didn't.
I actually got the game when it was on sale.
But have
So,
you played it?
but I haven't touched it yet. I'm just waiting for everyone else.
Um,
I got a
yeah.
feeling Tribes of Midgard is probably going to be one of the first few games of 2022 to be free.
Huh.
I,
That's an interesting take. I
that
like that take.
it's if it has the vibe of it, and it
Here's a game from last year that came out this year for PS4, and then was free this month. Godfall, which I personally think is way better than
the
it
version
got
they gave.
credit for.
Hmm.
And I platinumed that game. And if I was to be honest, it would probably be if it counted for this year, I would put it in my top 10. That's saying a lot because everyone hates that game. So everyone hated that game.
Yeah, but
It is very repetitive. It is very repetitive, and it is very there's not like if
that
you're
game
going
was
into that.
probably way more broken before we even got near it.
True. It could have been, yeah, it
Because
could have been.
they basically it was out for a year by the time we got our hands on it.
And then I played Madden NFL 22 for like 6 hours on the demo or on the EA whatever, and it was a pile of garbage.
Hey, look, a sports
So,
game that's being a piece of shit. That's not new.
well, especially EA. God.
Uh,
Um,
that game came out last year, so I was
and
looking at.
obviously, I pulled 2K, and 2K is always going to be in my would be in my top 10 every year, but not top five. Um,
You did play a lot of it this year. I will say that.
I play a lot of. I play look, especially this year because I don't have any other sports games other than Riders Republic, if you want to count that. And I guess Forza a little bit, but it's like Forza is not. It's a driving. You know what I mean? Like racing games are a little different than sports games. But I'll say this: the 24th of September, when Lost Judgment and Death Stranding director's cut, that was a big day. Those were two big ones, two
I
big
remember
bangers this
buying a
year.
game, and then that game came out the same day. Was it Mass Effect?
What game came out the same day?
As Lost. No, it was Lost Judgment. It was right. I
Yeah,
got Lost
Lost.
Judgment, and then you got. Yeah. Okay.
Death Stranding director's cut. They came out on the same day.
I was going. Wait a minute. Yeah, that was a big day, cause that was the day that my PlayStation probably stayed on the longest. It did
Back
not.
for Blood. That game is another one where I was like, actually, I was May on that from the beginning.
I
'Cause,
will be honest with you. Back for Blood looks like it might be a fun game to play with a group of people.
mm,
Not
it's just
randos, not randos. You have to be able to play with the people you know because that game is just going to be frustratingly bad as I expect those kind of games to be. But as long as it's with your friends and you can scream and yell at each other, that's what I expect out of that game. And it does look silly fun, like not like ridiculous like Saints Row silliness, but like just probably like I'm just assuming stupid the kind of bugs you would expect to pop up in that game, like a zombie throwing its arm out and it goes through like 4 walls and kills you, or something like that.
yeah, yeah.
If that game goes on a deep sell, I know it's on Game Pass, but if it goes on a deep sell, I might pick it up.
Yeah, and then recently, we had a couple games come out that I'm interested in that I'm just gonna wait for sales on that just barely came out, and that's Solar Ash and that game Chorus.
yeah,
It's like a space shooter. Those both look really cool. But then I'm just like I have too much shit in my backlog, so I'm like, nah, I'll wait for sales on those. But they look pretty fucking good. But then let's take
Solar
it.
Ash is on Game Pass, so I wouldn't be surprised if you see that on PS Now eventually.
Oh, is it Solar Ash? I
I'm
thought that
pretty
was a
sure
place.
I thought
I thought it
Solar
was a
Ash.
PlayStation exclusive.
I thought Solar Ash was on Game Pass, or am I thinking wrong?
It's definitely on PC. It's not on Xbox, so I doubt it would be on Game Pass. It's on PC and PlayStation only.
What
So
game? There was a game that dropped this year. Maybe,
well, there's a whole
and
bunch of
well, I
games.
know, but looks like the colors of Solar Ash,
Could be.
and it was on it was
Maybe
on
you're talking about the Gunk.
maybe I have
It comes
to.
out tomorrow, and
Hmm.
that's an Xbox only game. And I could believe that would be on Game Pass. The Gunk. It's called the Gunk. But anyway, let's take a look at
Okay.
PlayStation Shadow dropped some shit. One game is out already, and another one was just dropped. So I'm gonna queue up these trailers and get destroyed on the copyrights, but I don't give a fuck. This first one's called The Aftermath.
Okay.
And I think both of these are releasing like this week or some shit. It's a little loud. But yeah, this one is weird. I don't know what the fuck this is. PlayStation went dark, and then everybody's like, they're not doing anything, and then they release shit on their YouTube channel.
Well, I like it. I typed in aftermath in YouTube, and the first picture I see is a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger with a beard.
Like something obviously happened, and then this game is set in the aftermath of whatever the fuck that was. It looks like aliens or some shit.
Is it surviving the aftermath?
That's what it looks like. But then this shit starts floating, and oh look, conveniently placed strategic rope in the elevator. We know what that is. Yeah, there's like aliens everywhere and a lot of fire.
And the game is just called Aftermath.
I think yeah,
Or is it The
yeah.
Last Stand Aftermath?
It's just called Aftermath. That's it. I don't know. They didn't really show any gameplay either.
101 Games and Meta Publisher.
Yep, that's it. Then the other game that actually is actually on the store right now, you can buy it, is called Pray for the Gods, and it looks exactly like Shadow of the Colossus to me. So I don't know if you like those big boss fight games, where you have the boss is like the size of the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what this looks like. And it looks pretty damn good, and I'm like they didn't even show this shit ever. There was no like hype or nothing for this. It just all of a sudden it's just out. Weird.
They look like they made a character that's similar to Aloy.
Yeah, it kind of does.
redhead girl with bow on
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation makes me think of
Yep.
Aloy.
Came out today. Weird, huh?
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
And then the other trailer that they dropped, which I was surprised, was the Assassin's Creed
That,
Dawn of Ragnarok
okay, well,
DLC.
this is literally what's gonna take down your channel.
Dawn of Ragnarok?
It's both Ubisoft, so yeah.
Uh, yeah. And this is like not included with the gold edition of Valhalla. This is considered year 2 DLC, and it's supposedly uh, a 40 to 60 hour DLC for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Can you imagine that game's already 150
And this is
hours?
gonna be 40 hours.
40 to 60 it said.
Wow. That's actually, if they're going ahead with the service model, then they need to make their DLCs like that. Because they're going forward with service models, which means it's just going to be expansions on top of expansions on top of expansions.
Yeah, maybe this is kind of testing the water for that a little bit. Because
Yeah.
it's like if you've already played all the way through Valhalla, you've put at least 120 hours into it. So another 40 to 60 hours. But then you watch this trailer and you're like, okay, that's pretty fucking dope. So,
Wow.
but I think this might, you're right. I think this might be a test for their infinite model to see if it might hold water.
Considering Assassin's Creed is one of their bread and butter games, Ubisoft also announced that they're remaking Splinter Cell.
Yeah, they did.
So, like, and that's like Ubisoft. It was literally Splinter Cell that kicked off their fucking their their company, dude.
So we'll see if any of the Ubisoft haters, uh, you know, turn are able to be turned at all now that siphon Splinter Cell. Why did I say siphon filter? That's a different one.
When is that
Uh,
available?
March.
March 10th. Damn.
And so right in the middle of all the other shit.
This game, if I remember, it dropped like March 16th this year, I think. So about a
So
year in. So that's pretty good.
so now
So three
we're in
DLCs within a year in of its release.
we're in I thought didn't it release at Christmas time?
No, I don't
I
think it
thought
did.
Valhalla released before the PS5 even came out.
You know what? You're probably right. I think
Yeah,
no. It came out the same day the Series X dropped. And the PS5
that's right. Yeah, but it was
launched a
like
couple
3
days.
days. It was
Yeah,
like 3 days before PS5.
yeah.
I remember because I played it on PS4 for like 2 days, and then I played it on PS5.
Yeah.
All right, so that was the look back at 2021. A couple of releases up to date. Now let's take a look at 2022, and I found this awesome video, and we're just gonna it just goes through all the release dates all the way through the whole 2022. So I figured we'd just go through it, and we'll just say I'll just bring up the title, and you just say, day one, interested, I don't care, right? Three options.
Give me a
So
second.
we'll start it up. Um, PS5 games coming, and these are mostly cross gen. It says PS5,
It's
but
what a play.
want to play Mystic
Mystic.
is the
Okay,
channel.
I got it.
Mystic PS5 games coming in 2022. Release dates and release windows.
Yep.
Okay, and I just skipped the intro. So we start with Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Extraction. Where are you at on this one?
It might be a game to check out. I got to see what it looks like actually when they start playing it.
Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, which is a $10 upgrade if you own either Uncharted 4 or Uncharted Lost Legacy already.
Yeah.
You pay $10 to get this.
I'll do it since I did it for the other game.
But there's no additional content. It's just
Visual.
adaptive triggers and haptic feedback and the better frame rate and stuff.
I will do it if I decide to replay these games.
I will do it guaranteed. That is worth $10. Life is Strange remastered.
Nope.
No, I'm out. Oh God, I got a commercial. Hold on.
Look at you not being a YouTube supporter and purchasing their
YouTube. Dying Light 2. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
I'm on the fence on this one.
I'll actually get it. So I'll test the waters.
Sifu.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm out on Sifu. Fuck Sifu. I watched Easy Allies play it today on stream, and it's exactly what I think thought it was going to be. It is janky as all hell, but some people like it. So, yep, I'm out. Not a Sifu.
Dynasty
Warriors 9.
I honestly forgot that this game might actually be cool, but I will never spend.
I'm a sale person.
I will never ever spend full money on this.
King of Fighters 15.
No, I'm not. Out. I'm out.
It's a fighting game, dude. I can't believe they still
Okay, if you say no on this next game, Eric, you lose your PlayStation privilege card and you have to sell your PlayStation, or you have to go outside and treat it like Office Space.
I'm out. Horizon Forbidden West. There's no way. This game sucks.
All right, everyone, but he's gonna go outside like Office Space, and he's gonna take a bat to his PlayStation 5.
This is a goddamn day one. Are you kidding me?
You're gonna be taking off work for this game.
Yeah, this is gonna be an awesome game. Destiny 2. I'm actually on the fence here. It looks cool. Yeah, it looks cool.
I haven't played any of the other content, so I'm on the fence, but it's probably a no.
Hey, Monarch. What the fuck? I'm out.
Anime game! I have no idea what this is. Just because it's an anime game doesn't necessarily.
I'm also out on Assetto. I don't like.
I can maybe if it's one of the games that they like. Oh, it's a PS5 version of the game, which means this game is already out.
Martha is dead. I'm out.
Martha is dead. Is that a horror game?
Looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a doll. Fuck dolls.
Elden Ring. I'm very interested.
I'm getting this.
You're getting that day one?
I will get it day one.
It looks rough.
I'm looking.
Looks like it's gonna be hard.
Grid Legends.
Yeah, I'm out. Nope. There's a story. Oh Lord.
Blood Bowl 3. Here's Era's game.
No, I'm out.
If it's one game if the chat makes you buy, Blood Bowl 3 would be the game that they would make you buy.
I'm out.
Because it looks like an RPG football game with orcs.
It is. I played Blood Bowl 2 recently and it was terrible. I hated it.
Evil Dead the game.
On the fence.
I'm on the fence because I know what kind of game it is, and I'm not a fan of these where it's like one player hunting down 7 others.
Babylon's Fall I will wait on because I think it'll be free at some point.
What is Babylon's Fall? Is this a VR game?
It looks like Godfall. No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a looter.
Yeah.
It's a
Gran Turismo 7.
I'm in, I think. I think I'm day one on this.
I'm not getting this.
I want to see how good the tech is.
Okay. Persona 4 Arena Ultimate Max, I'm out.
2D fighter, I'm out instantly.
Stranger of Parade Final Fantasy Origin. March 18th, my birthday. My birthday. That is a
I'm
birthday
in
game for
this.
me.
I'm in. It's Final Fantasy. I'm in.
And this is like their
I'm
co-op one, right?
actually right now. I'm in on Tiny Tina's,
Yeah,
especially
I'm
when
getting
they're
Tiny Tina's. The Game Awards actually sold me more on this game than
yeah.
anything prior.
I'm in on GTA 5. I am gonna replay the campaign.
Yep, I'm getting this for the PS5.
It yeah.
Unless I get unless I get an Xbox beforehand. But
Abandoned
I will be getting the next the upgraded version for this game, no matter what.
abandoned. I'm out.
That's a
It's a
prologue.
horror.
It's a
It's a
horror game.
horror game.
Who's
Yeah, it's a
making it?
horror.
Captured using.
Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk. I'm in. I'm in
Okay.
for the PS5 Cyberpunk. The PS5 Cyberpunk. The
Okay.
actual PS5 Cyberpunk. I will get a copy of this. I will buy a $10 copy of the PS4 version.
Better do
And
it soon before it goes away.
they better fucking let me upgrade
Oh,
to
then no, it's
PS5.
already guaranteed. They already put that out.
Okay, so I'm already
So
in because I
go buy
actually
that $10 version next time you go out.
I already bought one. I already bought it. I already
Okay.
had the disc.
Good. Assault and
So,
Sacrifice.
uh, Salt and
Okay.
Sacrifice. I've heard good things about. So I might take a double look at it.
Oh, there's that Stray game that they showed. That might be fun.
I'm in. I'm in on Stray right now. Unless I see something that turns me away from it. I
Okay,
want to play
wait.
as a cat.
What is this Swan Song? Is this like a single player story? Or is
Swans.
it
I'm not there. I'm a little bit behind.
Oh, sorry.
Vampire the Masquerade. It's a new Vampire the Masquerade game. I think I'm out on that one.
It's hard. I have to look into that one. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes.
Behind you. I'm behind. Wait, what are you
I,
yes on? Oh yeah,
I,
Forspoken.
I'm just
Yeah,
stopping.
yeah.
Just let me know when you get to the next game so I can hit play.
Yeah, Forspoken is 100% yes on day one.
Just let me know when you get to the next part so I can hit play.
Oh, a Lego Star Wars is 100% yes.
I'll get it, but I probably won't buy it day one.
It's all 9 movies, dude. All of them.
I got to see what the price is for it first.
Star Trek Resurgence is it's hard because it's Telltale. I don't know.
I might get it because it looks fun, but I don't know if I'll buy it.
Shishia is actually I'm interested.
Your kid would probably like this one, your youngest.
Yeah, I think Witcher. Oh, I'm in.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we're all in. We all are gonna get it. So.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna replay this game as well when it comes out. How about your kill?
I've never heard of
I'm
it.
out.
I'm out.
I've never. What the
No,
hell?
no, I'm good. I don't.
Steel Rising.
Oh yeah, this is the one they showed at the Game Awards.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't know what it is yet. I got a feeling it's gonna be
I'm
Dark
out.
Souls, mannequin fighting.
Yeah, it's weird. Saints Row. I think I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in for Saints Row.
I'm in.
And Saints Row is 4-player co-op, or it should be, because it's always been 4-player co-op.
I'm on Test Drive. Nope.
Test Drive, no, don't care.
It's weird. They're showing like a story with Test Drive.
Why are you trying to act like you're James Bond? Why are you driving a fucking Bond car?
I'm out on a Ford.
Marvel's Midnight Suns.
I'm out. Whoa! I got a commercial.
Oh, I'll pause.
I am out because that is a 4X game like XCOM, and those games.
Actually, I think that game
not
will be a
my-
good game for you to play later in the year when it goes on sale and you run out of stuff towards the play, and you have that downtime kind of stuff. 6 days to in Fallujah. Isn't this
the
like?
shooter?
Well, no, I know, but isn't this actually based on like a real experience?
Yes, it is. It might be VR too.
All right. Oh,
VR
yes, yes,
I'm in.
yes. I'm in. I'm in.
I don't know why this makes me want to be in, but I think I'm in on this one. Sonic Frontiers, it just makes sense to put Sonic in an open world.
Plague Tale Requiem. Yes and no. So I'm on the fence.
Focus. Yeah. I mean, the first game
I
was
really
okay.
like the first one. I beat it,
Yeah.
but
Then you should be in. Then you should be in.
Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo. I'm out.
No, I'm out. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Even though it's based on a really good movie, Arctic Awakening. This is already out, so
I'm out.
no, I'm out.
It's out on PC.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm out.
I think it's out on. I think. Well, if I'm thinking with the right game, Arc Raiders. I know these games aren't coming out this next year, but yes, I'm in for this as
This
well.
one I am on the fence on. It looks like Outriders to me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Yeah,
this.
I'm in. This is Ubisoft, and I'm in. I'm in. Avatar, made by Ubisoft. Yeah. Yes. Yes, please. That.
Castillo Protocol.
I
I
don't
don't
like
know what it
horror games,
is.
but I'm out.
I don't know if it's a horror game or if it's an action game. That's the problem.
That thing. That's horror.
What
I
is
mean,
this?
unless he just ate some bad Taco Bell.
Clash Artifacts of Chaos.
That looks weird. I think I'm out. Actually, no, it could be cool.
Actually, this looks like a VR game.
It does. This
Well,
next one
not
might. But
Colt.
I'm out on
No, I'm
this one.
out on this one. Why are you going back to Doom 1 graphics?
What the fuck is this shit? It runs on a phone or what?
Probably. Daymare 1994 Sandcastle.
This is weird again.
Horror
I
game.
think I'm out. Yeah, I'm
Horror
out.
action game.
I'm out. Nope, I don't need to see it. Nope.
Oh no! Yes and no at the same time. I'm getting this, but no. Oh no!
I'm out on Dead
Ah,
Space.
oh no! No! Dead Space! What are you doing to me? Because I love this game, but it makes me want to shit my pants. Dinos Reborn?
Nope, I'm out.
I don't even. I. I don't know. I gotta see what
You
gameplay
fly
looks like.
around as a dinosaur?
Dustborn? I'm
Yeah,
out.
I'm out. That's some weird indie shit. I'm good.
Earthlock 2. This might be interesting.
I
It's
don't
hard.
even know what this is. I,
I'll put it on
I
the
didn't know.
fence. I'll put it on the fence for now.
It looks weird.
It's not. It's how about this? It's like 60% no, 40% yes.
I didn't
Evil
know there was a
West.
first one. This looked like Van
Ooh.
Helsing to me.
Yes.
I mean, it
Yes.
actually looks kind of cool.
I think I'll get this.
It looks cool, but I'm on the
Nope.
fence.
I'm out. I mean,
This game looks fucking weird.
it's that
Cool,
Bethesda game.
but yep, I'm on the fence on this one.
I'm on the fence.
If it
Yes!
gets really good reviews. Oh,
Yes!
Yeah, it can't come soon enough. Hurry up. Give me a release date.
So, pause it for a second. Just for a second.
Okay, I need I need the from. I'll be right
Okay.
back. We're gonna pause. Teacher, take over. Talk about weed stuff. 5-minute weeds.
5-minute weeds? No! I'm not gonna talk about 5-minute weebs. No, do. Okay, yeah. God of War Ragnarok. If any of you fuckers are PlayStation 5 or PlayStation fans, and you do not buy Ragnarok day one, whatever. I mean, you can buy it on day 2 as well, but if you don't buy it until like a year later, then fuck you. Oh no. I was watching this podcast, or not podcast, this Twitch stream earlier, and they're talking about God of War, and he said someone yelled at him because he talked about God of War, and he said, "You ruined the game for me because there were spoilers. The game's been out for a few years now. I'm sorry, but with the new game coming out as close as it is, spoilers don't fucking count. Spoilers for God of War are done. You give people like 3 to 4 months, and then after that, that's on them. So fuck them." But yeah, I'm probably gonna repeat this story so Eric can hear it, but I don't know if I will or not.
Okay.
I told people to go fuck themselves.
What? Who are you telling to go fuck themselves?
People who fucking think God of War spoilers are a big deal now when the game's already been out for several years.
Oh yeah, go fuck yourself. Yeah.
I told people also if they don't buy this game fucking day one, it's fine if you buy it day two. But if you wait a year to buy this game, fuck you.
Well, if you don't have a PS5, what do you do?
Buy it for the PS4 because most likely you have a PS4.
Yeah, this game needs a free upgrade.
It probably has a free upgrade. But no, I was saying I was watching a stream earlier, and they were talking about God of War, and someone got on the guy because um supposed spoilers. So yeah. All right. Goodbye, Volcano Hot Fuck now.
Yeah, I'm out. I don't know why they hype Goodbye Volcano High so much.
I don't even know why they showed it at E3. Gotham Knights.
I'm
Yes.
in.
I'm in. Day one.
Yeah, this is Rocksteady.
Mhm.
It's no, it's not. It's the
It's
WB studio.
yeah. It's the one that did Origin.
Yeah, but that was still good.
Ooh, wait. Ooh.
Grand Blue Fantasy.
This is actually based on an MMO that they turned into an anime, and I think I'm gonna get it from that gameplay I just saw there. I'm gonna have to actually look up that trailer. I'm out for Graven.
Yeah, no first person shit. Sorry, and not looking like that.
Gungrave Gore. Oh, hello. That was pleasant.
Yeah, I'm out.
Hogwarts. Yes.
You're ahead of me again. Hogwarts. I think I'm in day one.
I'll pause for like. Oh, I paused your stream. I didn't pause my stream. Fuck.
Yeah, Hogwarts. I think I'm in like day one.
Ooh.
Kerbal Space Program.
I gotta see
No,
gameplay to see if it's actually gonna be worth it. Because
no.
Kerbal Space Program is one of those games that looks like it's fun to play to fuck around with designs. Little Devil Inside is a yes for me.
Yeah, I think I'm in. After watching it's unique.
Hmm.
It's a unique game. Like I think I need to play it, especially if it's like not $60. You know what I mean?
I'm out for this one.
This game looks stupid as fuck.
This is
I'm
the
out.
Doom ripoff.
It's not even doesn't even look good. It looks old.
Multiverse?
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm
This is
good. This
this
is
this is this is Super Mario
this
or
is Smash
Super
Bros.
Smash. Yeah, it's Super Smash with WD characters, and I'm
I'm
out on
out
this.
on this one.
It looks stupid. This that doesn't look good at all.
Neon Beats.
No, I think I'm out. It's
I'm
another
good.
FPS. Didn't play
Oxen.
Oxenfree 1. I heard it was good, but
Isn't this the one where you like make noises?
I don't know, but I'm out. Park Beyond. Ooh. What the fuck?
Oh, this is
This,
this is the studio that did
the sim is it
animal.
like a sim
No,
thing? Okay.
the animal coaster, the world coaster.
Pray for the Gods was just the one that just came out today. I
Yep.
think I'm a wait and see on this one, but it looks cool.
Yes, we're gonna be genius hackers.
Could I play that one? No.
No, it's a no for
I'm
me.
out.
Resident Evil Reverse.
Yeah, no, I'm out.
No, this is a fucking shooter
It's a
for.
PvP
Yeah,
Resident Evil.
no, fuck that.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm out.
I'm good with this one now.
Nope. Yeah, this is
No, it looks like it's
What's
it is co-op. This is like that.
excuse
No, no, and no,
no,
and
no,
no.
and no, and burn it to the ground. No. Rumbleverse is no.
Ruby Arrow.
Oh,
I might get this.
goddamn commercial.
Oh, sorry.
Doja Cat
No, it's
commercial.
Ruby. Oh, Doja Cat commercial.
Doja Cat, your dog, Citro. Oh, I got an Xbox commercial. Skip. All right. Aerofell. Yeah. No, I'm out.
I'm gonna get this probably.
Really?
This is oh, what's the name of that group? It's
Ooh, Sniper Elite 5.
didn't know that was even a thing.
Yeah.
This is a guess if it comes out.
So wait and see. Yeah, wait and see for me on Sniper. Solstice.
That
That
might
looks
be cool.
interesting. That's a wait and see as well. That looks interesting.
You look like you have a spirit that helps give you powers, probably. Ooh, yes.
You're in on
Yes.
Star Ocean. I am on the fence. Stray Blade.
No.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know.
And
Okay, this is more RPG single player, not.
ooh, yes, I'm in.
Yes.
Suicide Squad. It's Rocksteady. This is the Rocksteady one.
Yeah.
Yes. Trek to Yomi just came out. It's
I
on Game
saw some
Pass.
I saw some trailer for it, and I'm not really impressed.
People are saying it looks like Ghost of Tsushima. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Oh my god, Two Point Campus. No, I didn't like Two Point Hospital. So
I'll play it when it's free.
Unknown Nine Awakening. That looks kind of interesting. I'm on the fence. I don't know what it is.
What was it looking to? Vampire
I'm out.
No.
Yeah, I'm out.
Oh, so Saluna must be like the single player thing, and Blood Hunt
Yeah,
must be
yeah,
the multiplayer thing.
yeah, yeah.
So I will try Saluna, but I refuse to play Bloodlines. Or no, Blood Hunt. Bloodlines 2, there we go.
Yeah, that's the single player.
Yeah, that's the one I was waiting for.
I'm out. I'm out. No.
Warhammer 40,000 shoot us.
No. And that's it. Good video. To
Good video.
watch.
Give this man a follow. Subscribe to him. Well, maybe not subscribe, but do what you want.
Yeah, so that's what's coming in 2022. We got to look back at 2021 and then look forward to 2022. 2022 is strong. It's a strong year. I'm pretty sure there's going to be at least 4 games that are in 10 out of 10s
Okay. I
this
actually got a
year.
feeling we're going to see some games drop this coming year that no one knew about that are going to be surprise hits.
Sure. I just think this year, I think a lot of the games got held back for 2021, and they're gonna be
Well,
surprisingly good.
it
In
was about
2022.
it was about a little bit more than halfway through 2021 where shit started feeling normal again
Mhm.
before pandemic.
I think all the games that got held back are going to benefit from being held back,
Oh yeah.
and it will be a lot more solid as far as like if they need servers or they needed time to be polished.
Oops. Why is that up?
Horizon, I think, is
Stop.
probably the big one. I think Horizon, with that engine that they used in Horizon and Death Stranding, that engine is fucking crazy good. That might be the first 10 out of 10 game like of the year.
Yeah.
Depending on whether or not they nail the story is all that really matters in that game, I think. And then I think that Forspoken game is going to be. I don't know. I just have a feeling that that's going to be like the best game in 2022, even better than God of War and Horizon. I'm calling it now.
But if anything, we'll
I
find.
have this funny feeling about
We're
that
gonna
game.
see what the true Unreal. Like we did a demo of last week of Unreal Engine 5
Mm-hmm.
with the Matrix.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
But I have a feeling this is going to be a true test of what Unreal Engine 5 is going to really be capable of.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Forspoken's in Unreal
Yep.
5.
So if anyone's curious on the PlayStation 5 and maybe the Series X, I'm not 100% certain if it's on there or not.
It is. Yeah.
The Matrix Revelations, is that what it's called or something like that?
No,
It's
it's the
just search the Matrix on there. It's free, It's about 20 gigs or so. Um, it has a little 5 minute segment at the beginning of like them talking and stuff, but then it opens up into this open world dev kit of what, hey, this is what our engine looks like, this is what happens. So you can like drive cars around and smash them into other things to see the effects and stuff like that. It shows particles and lighting and so on and so forth. I mean, it's not the greatest thing. It's something they probably spent maybe a few weeks to a month on and just tossed out into the world so the world can play around in it. But yeah, I mean, it's worth checking out. I mean, you don't need to spend like a day on the thing. Just spend maybe like an hour at most, 2 hours tops, just exploring around.
It's
Cause
called Matrix Awakening or
yeah,
Awakens or yeah.
so yeah, there's a little opener in the beginning where it's like a rail shooter, which in reality you really can't fail. So it doesn't matter. Just
No, you can't fail it. I just have a feeling about Forspoken. I know God of War's coming. I know Horizon's coming. Well, we don't know God of War's coming yet. We have no
God of
idea.
War, I can see towards the end of the year.
Okay.
I don't if they've not given an announced a date release for the beginning of the year, I could see them being like, okay, we'll release this towards the end of the year, but enough time for people to play it before before Game Awards.
And of course on Xbox, you've got Starfield coming at the end of the year,
Hmm.
and that could be a 10 out of 10 game. Just, I mean, I don't want to shit on Bethesda too much. I'm just saying if they can totally revamp uh in
Their
time
studio.
to get that shit out, it could be good. Um, I know a lot of people love that kind of universe,
Yeah.
that space exploring universe.
Okay,
Um,
the vibes I'm gonna get from it since it's Bethesda is probably gonna be that what is that planet called, that game called, that oh, is it called Outcasts or something like that? Not Outcast. Outworld? No. It's a space game. First person.
and Redfall is coming, and that could be better than we think. And then, of course, I think people will give tens to Elden Ring regardless. And so I think there's going to be several 10 out of 10 games. I think I don't think Gotham Knights or Suicide Squad will be like in that conversation because for some reason with co-op multiplayer games, people just don't like. I've never seen a game like that like get a 10 out of 10. Like think back to all these 3, 4 player co-op games, like even Destiny. Um, when they first come out, it's like they have issues and they kind of rush them out,
Mhm.
or they're just not
Listen,
not.
all I hope is with Bethesda that since they're purchased officially now, they move forward and don't fucking regress even more.
I don't think they'll regress. I think, like I said, I think that game that if Starfield does launch on time,
Hmm.
it might be uh, one of the top games next year. It's a little bit more risky, I think, than saying like God of War
Hmm.
or Horizon, but I do think Forspoken. I have this feeling about Forspoken. Also, I think Avatar. I don't know why. I know it's Ubisoft. I know people hate on Ubisoft, but it's like I don't know, man.
Hmm.
If they do that shit right, that shit might be fucking
Contender.
really good. Um, but yeah, I have this feeling about Forspoken. Not really about Avatar, but more about Forspoken. And then
I have good vibes about 2022. Like in general, 2022 may be a shitty year, but it might be a great year for games.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you look at um, yeah. I just think I don't know. I have this weird feeling about about
oh,
this year because of some of the bigger titles got pushed back, and I think that's going to help them a lot. Get very very good review scores. Um, and then there's other games where I'm like Babylon's Fall and you know Suicide Squad and all these multiplayer games, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
yeah.
They're all co-op games. I have a feeling that all of those are going to be kind of kind of mediocre for some reason. Um, it seems like the co-op 3 to 4 player games are in between like the full-on multiplayer games versus the full-on single-player games.
Okay.
Um, and that they're games like Arc Raiders and all that stuff. It's just like I don't know. Like it could if one of those does hit though, that will be the game like that everybody will be playing. And like for example, the Destiny 2, a lot of people are going to play that. And it's like,
Excuse me.
you know, even no matter how many people play that game, it's like will it be in the running for the best game of the year at the end of the year? It's like I don't know. Cuz those games get super grindy, and then people once you put like 100 hours into something, it kind of loses its I don't know, it kind of loses its thunder, you know what I mean? It's like when you play It Takes Two, you play it through once and you put it down and you're like, that was good and I'm done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Big games have issues like that, but there are people who only buy those big games and then they live in those big games.
especially if it's like do your dailies and then grind for gear and do your weeklies and now
I mean,
your
even well,
season.
even Valhalla has some of that
Yep,
vibe.
yep,
It's like here's your daily or weekly quest lines that you can do,
uh-huh. And then they have like a store that you have to check like weekly and
and daily for weekly for the good shit, daily for some of the lesser stuff.
yeah. And it's like,
So
why is this in a single player game? That doesn't Why you do this? I don't need to grind your game. I could just play it and when I'm done, turn it off.
what they need
You
to
know,
do now, like we said this before several times off podcasts, on podcasts. They have the technology now to do it. For fuck's sake, give us a fucking Assassin's Creed game with fucking 4 player co-op.
they tried it and it failed horribly.
Yeah, but they tried it and then it got rushed completely out the door. The game was already broken. They just never fixed it. That game came out when they were releasing Assassin's Creed every year. I think every other year is the perfect model for them because it gives them time to work on it and then also, you know,
They're still ranking out DLC for
I
Valhalla.
know.
It's weird. It's weird.
We're gonna get announcements this coming year for Infinity.
Maybe,
I can see
or maybe
2022.
maybe they just turned Valhalla into Infinity.
I doubt it.
It seems like that's where it's going.
They're gonna want to rake another $70 out of you. So they're gonna release a brand new one.
You know, you know what? There's a few games that kind of have disappeared
Hmm.
recently that were announced and kind of like fell off the train a little bit. One is uh, PlayStation has not abandoned VR. They are still making. They still have several studios making VR games,
Yeah,
um, and they're working on VR 2. And they actually revealed the headset.
I saw that
Uh,
and that looked really cool.
yeah, and it's like insane. Like they had a version
That's
of it that was really.
actually something I will buy. I will make
They
sure
they
to
had
get. I will make sure to get the next version of VR for PlayStation.
they had headset. they had one in demo that was 8K. Like Jesus Christ. But then on top of that, there's some other games that um, have gone dark that are kind of interesting, like Prince of Persia remake. The shit just went dark. Like it's just gone. Skull and Bones from Ubisoft, which they're required to. I read an article about how they're actually under contract to release that game, and they have to put something out, and they still haven't. And so,
That's
yeah, Skull
interesting.
and Bones, and it just disappeared. It just kind of disappeared from.
They're hoping people won't remember it.
It's like I actually don't think that's a bad idea for a game. It's like, oh, you have a
What the
pirate
hell,
ship and
TV? What the hell did you just do to me?
you can like level up and all that other shit. It's like that's not a bad idea for a game. It's like, um,
Okay.
but yeah, it's like nothing is really announced out past May other than like, well, Saints Row, which I think will get delayed again, and Starfield, which I also think will get delayed. So it's like really they only know about 3 months out into 2022, which is interesting to me. Even after the Game Awards show where they showed all kinds of bullshittery, it was like, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But we will do a podcast next week. I think you're
Yeah.
gonna be around.
I'll be around.
22nd of December. Uh, I'm going to do. I think maybe this week I will do my first. I'm planning on doing my first 30-minute what the fuck video.
I don't want to know.
It's just going to be a series of my a take that I have that nope, absolutely nobody agrees with. And it's going to be my take. And
It'll
my
be up on
first,
his YouTube channel.
yeah, and it'll be on my YouTube channel, and it's just going to be my take
So what?
on.
This is what you do. You download some editing software, if you have any on your computer,
Uh-huh.
and just go through OBS and just record, edit it, and put it out.
Yeah.
Just make it an actual YouTube drop.
Yep. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. It will be on something that I've been playing for the last week to capture footage from.
Okay.
It will be on Avengers. I'm
oh,
going to do a video.
oh no! Oh
No,
no!
I'm going to do a video on how the Avengers is actually way better than people think.
Listen, I've
And
been watching streamers replay Marvel's Avengers, and they're really enjoying the game, but they're too afraid to admit that they actually enjoy the game.
yeah, there's like this stigma around it, and it's not the same stigma as well. I'll go to it in depth in my video. It's only going to be like a 20-minute video or something, but it's a stigma that's not justified in the same way as like say, what was the one where you float Anthem
Yeah.
or I don't know these other service games.
Anthem was so broken on launch. That's why I never went back to that game until you started playing it, and it was still broken, but not as bad as it was on launch.
But it's just weird how, and I think my video will go into this on how people complain about things in other games that the Avengers service model has addressed. They addressed it while other games did not, and still there's still a stigma. For example, Spider-Man, the Spider-Man character just dropped, and there was not I couldn't find a single positive video on YouTube about Spider-Man. Everybody
Everybody was shitting on it because there was no
shit,
story.
shit on Spider-Man. Well, some people were saying there was no story. Some people were saying it doesn't control as good as Marvel as Insomniac Spider-Man, and then other people were just saying, "Oh, it's just a reason for you to buy more costumes." Which, well, yeah. I
It's a
mean,
service model. They want you
yeah.
to spend money.
But I will take a detailed look at that game and how much content has actually come out for it since it launched, and what the state of it is now, versus where it was at launch, and how it really compares to other games in its same class. Let's put it that way, because I don't think it's fair to compare, Avengers to, say, it's fair to compare it to like Destiny. It's not fair to compare it to, say, or the Division. But it's not fair to compare Avengers to, say, whatever other single player game you want to put
Insert
out
title
there.
here.
Yeah, it's not fair to um, compare it, but when you look at kind of, the if I was gonna make a game
Hmm?
where I could play where I can play with my friends and they can jump in with me at any time, no matter where I'm at and where they're at in the game, and just play,
That'd be
and
awesome.
we could all play as the same character, or again, like things that they have addressed, right?
Yeah.
We can all play as the same character or different characters or whatever instantly. Um,
That
and it
that
just
was one
and
thing Destiny was working on, if I remember right.
sure, and it's like, but in Destiny, even in Destiny, it's like, well, you can't. There's certain things you can't do
I
unless
know,
you're the same level as.
but I'm
And
talking. Yeah, but
also, Destiny has the DLC problem,
yes, it does.
where if you don't have it and I have it, then
We
we
can't play
we
together.
can only, yeah. And so, like, when you talk about the Avengers model, it's like, if you bought the game way back when it launched, you have everything.
Yep.
If you download it tonight, you have everything that they've put out since
We'll
launch.
save this
Which,
for the YouTube video.
yep.
Otherwise,
So
we're gonna
check
be
it
here for
out.
another hour.
Check it out. It'll be there. And I actually ripped some video from gameplay sessions. So there you go. There's a podcast.
I came in late, even though
It's
I was in the room waiting on Era.
I was already going. I didn't, and I turned off my Discord sound effects. I am going to stop this.
Later.